Hi, today we are going to talk about how we can create PDF files on automation. And specifically, we are going to talk about certificate of achievement. As you can see, I have created a certificate of achievement template in a Google document, which is already visible on the background. And utilizing this exact Google document, I will be producing PDF files on automation. So alongside this, I also have a certificates database which I have created in Notion, wherein I have created three different entries which I want to create PDF files for. So we have the client name, the achievement that has been given, the date, organization name, signature, and all the other fields that will typically have in a certificate document. And we're going to create PDF file for every record of the database complete in automation. So the PDF file that will be created will be saved right inside this Notion database, and it will happen completely in automation mode. For this, we'll be utilizing a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output helps you create. So let me quickly sign in and then we will see the rest of the steps. So I'm going to quickly log in with one of my accounts and let me quickly sign in from here. So as you can see, I have already logged in into my account and now I'm going to set up a new automation for this to run. So I'll just click on new automation over here and I will give it a name. So let's say this is certificates. I'll click on create. It will create an automation setup for my requirement. The very first thing which I need to do is I need to connect the Notion database which I have over here. So it is by the name of certificates database. So I will click on change Notion database since I already had added one account earlier. I'll click on add new database and now it will open up the selection screen where I need to add the particular database over here. So meanwhile, let me copy the database title that I have over here. So make sure you are copying the title of the database. So I'll simply copy the title and then put this title inside the selection screen. So it will take some time to load the database. If it happens, just please be patient, but it will definitely appear and then you can define the entire database over here. Okay. So what you can do is you can click on select pages and then just simply put the database title right inside the search pages field. So I'll just paste the title and you should be able to see the database appear over here. Click on this and the database is now added up. Scroll down and click on allow access. As you give access to the database, it will automatically be added to the Notion database selection window, which you can use to set up the automation. So let's give it the name once again, certificate PDFs. Let me click on create and now you should be able to see the particular database appear over here. Okay. So if you click on this database, you should be able to see all the databases that will appear over here that you have connected. I'm going to go with certificates as this is the one that I need. As soon as I do select that, if you will notice that it will automatically add these additional columns for your requirement. So we have generate PDF column, we have PDF file column, we have Google Drive file. If any of the records are set as ready to generate, that will be converted and stored as PDF file right under the PDF file column over here. And if you are defining your Google Drive folder, it will also be saved onto the Google Drive, the link of which will also be stored over here. So these two columns will define how your PDF file will be generated and it will be saved right inside the database. So let's go back, click on next. The next step is adding the document over here. So click on select Google document. If you already have any existing document from your Google Drive which you want to use over here, you can go with the existing document option and you can choose that particular document. If you want to start from scratch and define your own template, you can go with a blank document and you can choose the demo document if you want to quickly test this automation. But what I want to do is I want to go with an available document template which you want to use. So I'll just click on this and it will open up all the template file. Okay. So here I can just search for certificate of achievement and you can see it is showing me the particular template which I can use. Click on use template and it will open up this window where it will define how to use this template. Click on next and now it will allow you to create a copy of the particular template. Click on make a copy and it will automatically create a copy for you right inside the account. Now notice I'm signed into this particular account which I'm using. So make sure you are signed into the correct account which you're looking to use whenever the document is copied over onto your account. Okay. So it is by the name of copy of certificate of achievement, which is particularly fine. Let me close this. And as soon as I close this, it will allow me to select the document. So if I go to the document view, I will be able to see the new document which has been created just now. Click on this and now click on select. So now my particular document is added up over here. Click on continue, and now you should be able to see that document template which is loaded up on the left side. So this is where you will be able to map all the properties of the database one by one onto the document, which can be used for the automation setup. So on the right side, you have certain things which you should focus upon. You have the certificates database, which has all the properties listed out over here one by one. And then you can define additional settings where you can choose the particular Google Drive folder where you want to save the PDF. And finally, you can define how you want to name the. So I'll be using the client name as a reference, which will be used to generate the PDF file. So all the PDF file that will be created will be saved by the client name. So as you can see, we have the client name column over here. So this will be used to name the PDF file inside the database. So I'll select that. Now the key thing is you need to map all the properties of the database one by one onto the document. So on the left side, you can see the document in preview. So let's say I want to add the client name over here. Okay. So I'll remove this. What I can do is I can search for the client name field over here. And as I search for it, you should be able to see the client name populate over here. Click on copy. It will copy the placeholder. Go back to the document and simply use Control V or Command V on your keyboard. Okay. So you can use Control V or Command V and it will directly insert the placeholder onto the document. Similarly, let's say you want to add achievement right inside the database. So you can copy the achievement property. So let me put it in right way. So achievement. So click on copy and let me remove this, and you can simply paste it. So use Control V or Command V to paste it. So just copy and paste all the properties, whatever you need, right into the database. From the database onto the document. And once all the properties are copied over, it will automatically be mapped right into the document. And when it is generated, these properties will be replaced with the database values. So if you're happy with the setup, what you can do is you can click on Setup Notion Automation. This will create an automation to run and generate a PDF file. But if you're looking to quickly test out this automation, you can go with 3 PDFs, which is available to download for free. And if you go with download all PDF, it will process PDFs in batches of 100 records. So if you have a lot of records to process, you can directly click on this option. It will process in 100 records. It will process in chunk of 100 records in one go. Okay. So I will just quickly click on Setup Notion Automation because it will help me set up the automation, and then I will directly generate the PDF file within the database. So it has successfully configured the automation. Let me go back to the database, and here what I can do is let me remove this once and let me put it on ready to generate status. Okay. So as I do that, you should be able to see the particular document will be populated in the PDF file section over here. An interesting thing to notice over here is that you also have a choose document section. So let's assume you have different type of certificate of achievements to create. Okay, so this is one template which I'm showing you currently on the left side. Let's say you have another template which you want to use. So you can create another template with the same automation and click on Setup Notion Automation in that setup. Once you do that, you should be able to see the list of options of the documents which will be available one by one in this window, and you can choose the document from here for any particular record. So let's say the first record you want to generate with this particular template, so you can choose that particular template over here. And let's say the second record you want to use with a different template, so you can choose the different second template from here. So you can keep on marking different templates and the document will be created as per that formatting, whatever you select over here. Okay, that is the use of choose document. But we are just waiting for the processing to happen, which you can see it has started processing the document, and now very soon the document will be created right in the PDF file section. So you can see 2 documents have been created. Let me quickly click on this, and we should be able to see the document with all the placeholders correctly mapped. So you can see it has replaced the values inside this document along with all the fields that were required, and everything has been properly placed over here. Okay, and you can see it has even created the document with the name of the client that we had over here. Let me open up the second document, and we should be able to see similar mappings being done over here as well. Okay, so if you have a lot of certificates that is being generated on a regular basis and you want to create an automation system wherein you can directly create the PDF file within the Notion database, then you can utilize PDF output for this process and set up the automation. And once it is completely set up, just keep on adding more and more records. Click on ready to generate and it will automatically create PDF right within the database for a use case. Notice I had not added any Google Drive folder over here. If you want to add it, you can do the same, and it will also generate the PDF inside the Google Drive folder. So that was it for the demonstration point of view. If you have any questions on this and you want to talk to me, you can go to this chat bubble and you can send me a message with your queries on whatever issues you are having. I'll be able to address your queries through this chat window. Or else what you can do is you can go to the home page where you should be able to see the contact window at the bottom of the page. So let me scroll down. You should be able to see the contact window. Click on this and you should be able to send me a message right away with whatever issues